Hey, hi guys, it's Miss Wilson. I know that I'm putting this on my normal channel. The reason I've chosen to do that is because a lot of you are already on here, so you don't have to worry about finding another channel and getting onto that one. Also, y'all can check in if you want to see what I'm up to. So I am going to send the link to parents and students so you guys can get on here. This is probably the easiest way for me to go over lessons with you guys, so that way you can refer back to it. It's not just a Zoom where we talk about it and then the next thing you know, you've got questions and you can't go back and watch it. I'm hoping that as technology gets into the hands of everyone, there'll be more people who will be able to access our work. Mina says hello. You say hi? Say hi, everybody. Hi. Okay. So I will be including, she's the sweetest cat I have. The other ones are kind of mean. Not mean, but they're jerks. Okay. So I will be including in the email how to access your Google Classroom. Okay. Basically in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see your avatar. If you don't see your avatar and you see someone else's or you don't see one at all, then you're not logged in. And what you need to do is click on that avatar and scroll down and select your school address. And that's the account you need to be logging in with. If you don't see your school address, you need to scroll down further where it will say, let me see exactly what it's going to say, add another account. Then you will go in here and you will put your school credentials in. You're going to log in just like you would in school, okay? If you don't have that information, you will need to email me so that I can see if I can help you with that. Okay. If you do not see your avatar, then what you're going to do is you are going to need to put your account in. You'll scroll down a little further. It'll ask you to add an account, and you want to make sure you use your school email. Your school email is your first initial, your middle initial, and your full last name followed by 01 at kellerisd.com. And your password should be your 3 initials and your birth date. Okay? The year, the month, and I'm sorry, the month, the day, and the year. Once you have that account, you should be logged in. You should be able to log in. If anyone else is logged into that computer with a Google account, you will not be able to log on. Okay, you have got to log into your account. Then you're going to click the waffle, and then you'll click on Classroom. If it's not there, keep scrolling down till you see it. Once you click on Classroom and you've got that app open in the top right-hand corner, you're going to see a plus. You will click that plus and then select Join Class, and then a pop-up will appear where you will enter the class ID provided by your teacher. Once you get into our classroom, you are going to see that there are assignments in here now. I have assignments for this entire week. Our goal is to get the assignments in Monday by 10. And I am doing it weekly. So there is a specific assignment for every day this week, and there's one overarching. The first assignment is for you to create a successful distance learning schedule, and that is due to me by Friday. You have all week, and the reason I gave you all week was because I want you to, I'm not the only one assigning work, and so I want you to, after a week, try to have a schedule finalized that you can work and stick to. Okay, you should be including time for language arts, math, science, social studies, and then time for what you're going to take downtime. If you're going to, time with friends on the phone or video gaming or whatever it is that you're going to do, just kind of create a schedule for yourself. Remember that I'm not going to ask you to do something that I won't do, so I'm actually working on that this week as well. I've already put in the timers on my phone so that I can make sure that I'm waking up at a certain time and going to bed at a certain time. And tomorrow I will start putting in the times where I have meetings. I have 3 meetings this week, and so I need to be ready for those. So I am creating a schedule also because I'm having a really rough time not having a schedule to follow. I know you guys, this sounds like it's no good and you don't like to do this, but y'all crave structure. And structure is when you come into my classroom, you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You know exactly what's expected. If you walk into a room where you don't know what's going to happen, that class is a little bit of a struggle for you, I believe. So if you don't have structure and set a schedule for yourself, this is going to be very difficult for you. You know I'm a very structured person, so let's see. Oh my gosh, I've already got somebody who turned in their work. Make sure if you want to work a day ahead, that's fine. Because I've told you guys that when I do my online learning, when I've done my online learning for college, I always think things are due a day before. That way if something happens that day, I have time. So I might suggest that if you want to go ahead. There's really shouldn't be anything going on because nothing's open. But you know, if you're going to have a video tournament with your friend or something, you don't want to bother with English or you got something else, then by all means you can work a day ahead. I wouldn't go further than that. The purpose of this isn't to get in and do all of your work for this week. I really want you reading every day. So you should be reading every day. This week, since you're getting used to the distance learning thing, I'm not going to ask for a log for your reading. Next week I may, and if this goes further than next week, which personally I feel like it might, then they are looking at grades. So we may start taking grades. So you want to go ahead and at least be used to doing this so that you are on a schedule and you know what to get done. When to do it so that you are not missing out on grades. This isn't one of those, it's going to be more difficult for me to assign a special case. Oh, okay, I failed this assignment. Let me see if I can make this up to 70. It's going to be a lot harder to do that with the distance learning, especially when I'm not getting the contact between you guys that I should be. Every day this week going to Scholastic.com. They have written plans for the next 2 weeks. And this was the easiest way for me to do it. And I also thought and felt it was easy for you because you're going to go to the same place every day. The outcome as to what you're going to turn in will change from day to day, but you'll get your article from the same place. They also have some other interesting articles that you might want to read. So maybe I'm hoping that you'll see something that interests you and you'll read it. On the left-hand side, there is an option for the passage to be read to you for my friends who have accommodations. If you are not a friend with accommodations, I'm going to ask that you look on the left, and many of the articles have a higher or a lower reading level. I want you to pick one that's closest to your Lexile and read that one. And everyone is to turn in these assignments for me. If you need extra time, then you need to go ahead and add a comment to the on the lesson itself, so that I know why you didn't get it turned in on time, okay? Also, if you're having problems with that particular assignment, there'll be a place there where you can add a class comment, I believe. If not, yes, because it's on the stream. So yes, you can add a comment, okay? If somebody else sees that there's a comment on there and you can answer that question for a friend, then by all means, you may do so, okay? So day one, Monday, tomorrow, you are going to read, let's see, what's it say? Okay, know the news, the future of zoos. And I have a Google form in Monday for you to answer the questions. And just go ahead and answer those questions. It'll automatically, and when you hit submit, it'll automatically come to me. So that is for Monday. Nice and easy. Right. So Tuesday on the 24th is how television changed changed America, I think is what it is. The whole thing's not popped up here. So that one you're going to, after you read, I just want a paragraph submitted that explains to me what the pros and the cons are, what the advantages and disadvantages are of TV. What are the biggest advantages and disadvantages? Wednesday, a girl hero of the American Revolution, I believe is what the whole article is. And the link is going to be here every day to get to Scholastic, just so you know, and it does take a little bit of time to load because there are, I'm sure, many, many people using this. Okay, so, excuse me, Girl Hero of the American Revolution. Okay, that is day 3, Wednesday. And what you will do after you're done with that, again, is there's a Google form with questions for you to answer, really short, quick, simple. Okay, Thursday, this one should be fun. I'm really looking forward to the responses on this one. Thursday is, should video gaming be a sport? It's the big debate about, the big debate around gaming. And so what you're going to do when you're done with that one, this might be one of the biggest assignments that you have this week. You are going to submit a 1-page essay explaining whether you think video gaming should be considered a school sport. You need to include evidence from the article along with your own reasonings to support your claim. So this is going to be like a persuasive paper. All right. Friday, you are going to read Escape from Alcatraz. And then you are going to submit a paragraph answering the question, what do you think? Did Morris and the Anglin brothers make it, or did they perish in the merciless waters of San Francisco Bay? Okay, I tried to pick the ones I thought were interesting. Remember that when school let out, we were tying up writing and we were moving into reading, and we were going to be moving into a nonfiction text unit where we were going to be working on reading back in our book clubs. Okay, so I'm trying to find as many nonfiction and try to make it fun at the same time. If we go past April 3rd, I'm not sure what it's going to look like. This Scholastic site should work out well for us this week. And if it does, then we'll continue with it next week because they've done 2 weeks worth of plans. And past there, I am fairly confident that the curriculum will start being tied to what the expectations were when we were in the classroom. And they will be moving towards probably grading the assignments. So that's all I have for now. Sorry, the cat's trying to get in. Squirrel.